All right, we are here today to show you how to cook oatmeal in your Instant Pot. It's super easy. We've got two different ways to do it. One, how to make just a single batch if you want to just make yourself some oatmeal. And then we'll show you how to make a big batch directly in your pot.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Jen.
And we're pressure cooking today.
Okay, so first off, we've got the Instant Pot oatmeal for one. So we've got just a little oven-safe bowl. This is, I think, I don't know, Anchor Hawking? I don't know. Anyways.
If you're concerned about using glass in your pressure cooker, they have special dishes. Anchor Hawking makes them that are specifically made for the pressure cooker, or you can use metal pans.
Yeah, a 4-inch metal pan is perfect for a little smash cake, and so that works well there.
But today we wanted to use the glass so you guys could see it a little bit easier.
So the number one thing you need to do when you're making oatmeal for one is there's 2 cups of water. 1 cup for the bottom of the pressure cooking pot, so we'll add that one now.
And this is the water that creates the steam that creates the pressure.
Yep, so let's pour that one in.
Okay.
And then you've got the water for your oatmeal.
So it's a half a cup of oatmeal and a cup of water. And we've got our trivet already in there. You want to set it on the trivet?
Yeah, I'll put it on the trivet because I'm worried I'm going to spill it.
And then you can just use a pinch of salt.
And then you can choose how much sugar you want to put in it. The recipe we have just doesn't call for any. I kind of like my oats better when I sweeten them before I pressure cook them than after. Mom likes to add some sugar on top.
Yeah, I like it when the brown sugar gets all melty on top.
And I like it mixed in every bite. So I'm just going to add, like this is a tablespoon, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. It's not an exact science. However much sugar feels right to you. Just stir it to make sure that it's all in there. Okay?
Okay. It's a 2-minute cook time.
Yep. So just make sure your sealing ring is in place. And you'll notice it's a red sealing ring on this. We use red for our sweet dishes. That way, if you made like a beef and broccoli the night before, you don't want even a hint of your beef and broccoli flavor to transfer to your oats. So
Jen's a little more sensitive about that, so she switches them out. Usually, unless I'm making cheesecake, I don't switch them out, but
we have a special cheesecake.
you do you.
That's right. There's no wrong way to pressure cook.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll go ahead and
high pressure for 2 minutes.
Okay, so we did a 5-minute natural pressure release, and then we released the remaining pressure. Now we're going to go ahead and open it.
All right.
And there's our bowl of delicious oatmeal.
Oh, it's so cute. How will you grab that?
I'll probably just take it out
take
like
the
this.
trivet out.
Use the trivet and lift it out.
Okay. Like this. Yes.
There we go.
Got it. So it's just this cute little bowl of oatmeal.
Just for one.
Give it a stir. Add your favorite toppings.
It will continue to absorb liquid as it sits.
So if you like a thicker oatmeal, wait another couple minutes. I know that when we first published the recipe on our site, people were like, but I can make it in the microwave, like super quick. It will not be this creamy coming out of the microwave. You get to customize the amount of sugar, you get to know exactly what's going in it, the amount of salt, and you can make it's just so creamy. The oats just kind of, I don't know what's the right word, it's not break down, but they
melt into the water almost a little bit, break down in the water.
It's so good.
And sometimes when you make it in your microwave, it'll boil over. But when you make it in here, you can just put the ingredients in, walk away, go get your hair done.
Yep. And if you take longer than the 5-minute release, doesn't matter. This is a really, really forgiving recipe. Right. You can vary it up how it works for you. I've thrown in like frozen berries before on the pot and pot style, and it works great. I like to use frozen berries to cool it off when I'm making it for a kid.
But if you need to make it for a crowd, we're going to show you that right now.
Yep. Right, so now we're going to show you how to make a big batch of oatmeal in your pressure cooker. This one is 4 servings. It's 2 cups of oats. I've made it with 4 cups of oats before because my kids tend to eat so much breakfast that 4 cups of oats feeds 5 people. But
yeah, but you wouldn't want to put more than that because oats do form.
Yeah, yes.
So unless you have an 8-quart, then I would just
double max.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And again, it's old-fashioned rolled oats that we're using.
Yeah, but if you're interested in still cut oats, we have recipes for that on our site. We don't want, like, they also sell like the instant oats, but those cook way too quickly.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay, so optional ingredients are butter and sugar. I like the butter, it makes it a little bit more creamy. If you don't want to add those calories, you don't have to, but I add it to the bottom of the pot. This. So I add this, and then I add the, go on.
Water?
Water.
Okay, so we've got 4 cups of water.
And the oats. And just kind of make sure it's all nice and stirred. Add your salt. And then I like to add the brown sugar on top and not stir. We call for a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, but you can use more or less, adjust it to your preference. My kids really love it with 1/2 cup of brown sugar in it. That's a little bit too much for me, and I like my sweets, so. And I don't usually even take the time to like pack it down or anything. I just scoop till it seems right. You take it, lock the lid in place.
And it's a 2-minute cook time, just like if you're only making 1 serving.
And if you like your oats extra broken down, you can add it. I played around with a 4-minute cook time, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I didn't really notice much difference. So I would definitely, if you like them more broken down, I'd add
A minute or 2.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes with a 10-minute natural pressure release.
Yep.
So we let it release the pressure naturally for 10 minutes, and then we quick released any remaining pressure.
And
Go ahead and
the lid
open it.
off.
Now there's always just a little bit of creamy liquid on top. You just want to stir that in.
And it will thicken quite a bit as it cools. Here we go.
Yeah, for me that's just about the right consistency, but if you like it thicker, all you do is have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, we just leave the lid off, and about 5 minutes later, I usually will scoop it into the kids' bowls while it's lava hot, and it helps it cool down quicker.
And if you like it even thinner than that, just add a little milk, a little more water, whatever suits your tastes.
Yeah, it's thickened up already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we go ahead and serve it up? Okay, that's probably a serving for me.
Okay.
We can,
There. I always like to add a little bit more brown sugar. So I'll scoop it over the top. Is that good, or do you want
that
more?
looks great. And then maybe a little cinnamon, and then you can slice up some bananas. Decorate with some bananas. But
And this works really well. My kids like to add chocolate chips to it. I like to add frozen berries so it cools off quickly for the kids.
yeah, I'm thinking about doing a recipe for protein oatmeal where you stir in Greek yogurt and peanut butter. I think that'd be great with some little shaved chocolate on top.
Yep, that sounds delicious.
So,
Coconut.
well, we hope you'll give it a try.
If you do, please leave us a comment. Let us know how it goes. Any questions? Would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.